Alright, and welcome to episode 38 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the playthrough. And I later actually thought, I was looking back at the series and maybe some other YouTube videos as well, I should have named this series something with the solo mode in it, basically. Of course, from the start I didn't know that the name of this quest mode would be solo mode. Regarding data transfer using Konami ID. Um, for further details, wait, what is not possible right now? To transfer data? Okay, I don't think that's a problem for us, right? Still have our data on the same thing. Yeah, like I was saying, I think I should have named it maybe something with solo mode in it because I guess that's the main thing that we're doing. But oh well. I haven't seen many, obviously, honestly, many playthroughs out there of this game. So hey, duo and solo mode and duo and solo mode 2 out of 2. Okay, I don't know why this would be two separate challenges. But regardless, yeah, and this is really what I touched up on. This is 30 gems, so yeah, this will definitely not get us a deck anytime soon. And here's also 20 gems. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm not doing this. Claim all awards. I think rewards. It should say rewards up here. All right, so those are claimed as well. We're not missing anything. Yeah. All right, let's continue. We were actually. I kind of forgot that mistake. Okay, yeah, we were busy with the Clifford archetype. So we had this first scenario and we did duel and we actually ended it with the last scenario. What the theme of what they like to do in these duels is actually mix it up with another deck. So I'm really curious what is going to happen here, but let's go. The coping method depends on whether the opponent is trying to tribute summon Apo Clifford Towers or Moya Mayo Senju Daibak. Okay, I know Mayo Senju, it has to do, Senju monsters I think, has to do with something, the monster that return to your hand at the end phase, something like that, but yeah, let's see. Let's proceed with the duel while carefully checking the opponent's movements. Yeah, that's always important in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think every card game actually. There are a few means of obstruction in the opponent's deck, but be careful about the state of the field, as you may use the Yo Senju's secret move. Okay, and we will get a mate. Ooh, looks like it's a monolith. Nice. Alright, let's read more about that. If we win, no, actually, when we win, we will definitely win this at some point. So, alright. Ooh, beautiful field, honestly. Oh, this is really a beautiful field. The gear mate is not really. If we lose this, or if we win this, doesn't really matter. Yeah, if we lose this, we will actually change it up to another mate, and if we win this, we will obviously change it to the monolith mate. But alright, let's read. And we have the Cleatford Carrier. This is, I hope you guys remember from the last episode, but I'll read through it quickly once more. You can normal summon this card without tributing if this card, so that's basically a standard clause, and then there's another standard clause for all the Cleatford monsters. If this card is normal summoned without tributing or special summoned, its level becomes 4 and its original attack becomes 1800. That's also the same thing for all Clifford monsters. Then there's another commonly shared clause for a Clifford monster, and that is if this card's normal summon set, it is unaffected by the activated effects from any monster whose original level or rank is lower than this card's current level. So, and then there's the actually effect that actually belongs to this monster and which differs per monster in the Clifford archetype. If this card is tributed, you can target one monster on the field, return it to the hand, and then it also has a pendulum effect, but I'm not sure if that's going to come up. Alright, let's read the rest. Then we have Knight Express Knight, okay. Level 10 monster, cannot be special summoned from the deck. Okay, you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 0. Okay, this is not really a good monster, unfortunately. Target one monster, machine monster, in your graveyard with 3000 or more attack. Special summon that target in defense position. If this, okay, so this is a machine monster. Yes, that works together. Perfect. If this set card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 10 machine monster in your graveyard, add the target to your hand. Okay, that's less interesting. You would want to use it as a revival spell from the graveyard. Urgent Schedule. It's a quick play spell. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon one level 4 or lower and one level 5 or higher machine monster from your deck in defense position, but negate their effects. You cannot declare attacks that turn you activate this card, except with machine monsters. If the set card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one level 10 machine monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this once per turn. Okay, so I think we might just skip for a turn and actually try to use this card on the next turn. Just a heads up, normally definitely don't do this in ranked battles and ranked duels. you will lose likely. The opponent can easily kill us if we don't have any cards on the field, and especially also since we don't have any in the hand, like any hand traps or something. So it's really that's really dangerous. But I think against this against the computer here that we're playing, I think we'll be fine. Activate this card by paying 1000 life points. It's a really famous card, by the way. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters while they are face-up on the field, but their effects can still be activated. Yeah, that's an extra clause that I haven't seen on any card before, but that's also a Yu-Gi-Oh rule. Like even if you negate their effects, you never negate costs of cards. So they can still activate their effects and pay the cost, but they cannot resolve their effect basically, so their effect doesn't happen. It's a little bit complicated if you don't understand the Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics, but I hope that's at least clear. If there are more questions, please feel free to ask. I know at least a little bit about those rulings. So, alright, yeah, so we can just set this card. And then we can, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, so hopefully we can fit that criteria for the next turn. And we will obviously, but oh, by the way, I think he will be playing with Clifford monsters. They don't have monsters, they don't have effects on the field, if I'm not mistaken. No, we're not going to use that. Okay, yeah, Clifford monsters. So this card only has the tribute. If this card's tributed effect. If this card's tributed, target one monster on the field return to the hand. So that's the only effect. Currently not really useful to negate it yet. Oh, Mayo Senju Daibak. Let's read it. Pendulum effect. When a Yo Senju monster you control declares an attack, you can have that attacking monster gain 300 attack until the end of the battle phase. Decent. Pretty mediocre, honestly. Yo Senju. Okay, so this is 3 and 7. Ooh. That might become dangerous. If a Yosenju monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy this card instead. Okay, that's decent. Alright, Pendulum Summon. Let's see. He started off really good, by the way. Ooh, another Clifford monster. Okay, that's not too scary, fortunately. So, okay, we remember this card to 300 attack, and we treat it as 2 tributes. He did normal summon already, so he cannot normal summon again, so we don't have to be afraid of this actually Clifford Towers monster. Yeah, and this if this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Klee monster from your deck to your hand. So that's a really good card, honestly. Okay, plus 300 attack, and it's gonna attack. Yeah, sure, we'll have to take some damage, so be it. I'm really curious which monsters are in our deck, and we will see that with this special schedule card. Straw card. Alright, that's the same card that we had before. So this is an interesting card, but yeah, we can't do much with it. We can just normal summon a monster with 0 attack, and that's not really useful. Yeah, we can't set it either. So, alright, target one. No, wait, this is not it. It's this card. So yeah, let's just see. So it's special summon 1 level 4 or lower, and 1 level 5 or higher Earth Machine monster from your deck. So basically 2 monsters. So let's see what we have in the deck. We cannot enter the battle phase this turn. Alright, let's see. Ruffian Rocker? I don't see. Okay, so we only have 2 monsters. Oh no, wait. This is for the first monster, I guess. Select the monsters to special summon from your deck. I guess this is only for the first monster. Once per turn, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. Okay. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add 1 level 10 Earth Machine monster from your deck to your hand. So that's good. That's a search for the monster that we already have in our hand twice. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I guess that shows that this is not the monster that you want to draw. You would rather search it from the deck. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 Earth Machine monster in your graveyard, except yes, special summon it in defense position, but negate its effects. You can target 1 other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster or this card becomes the level of the other. Okay, the level of that monster or this card becomes the level of the other. Okay, so basically you can just make them equal level. That's the helpful for an XYZ summon, obviously. You cannot declare attacks to turn you activate this effect, except with XYZ monsters. You can only use each. Okay, let's read again what we are getting locked into. You cannot declare attacks to turn you activate this card, except with machine monsters, so that's fine. I think, at least. It is that card. That's it. So basically, we can only attack with machine monsters. That's what this card says. And if we actually special summon this card, then we can target 1 other monster we control. I think it works like this. Because yeah, this only does 500 damage to your opponent. That's not really interesting. So let's read through these as well, just so we know. Union Carrier. This, I think, even a banned card in the DCG. 2 monsters with the same type or attribute. Cannot be used as link material the turn it is link summoned. You can target 1 face-up monster you control. Equip 1 monster to it from your hand or deck with the same original type or attribute. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack. Nice. If you equip it from the deck, you cannot special summon monsters with the equipped card's name for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, I am not sure how much we work with equipped monsters, but okay, this is the Cleaford monster. Machine monsters link some cards unaffected by, yeah, so once per turn you target one face-up card on each player's field except this card. Both those cards have their effects negated until the end of this turn. Okay. Yeah, we don't really play with effect monsters either. I guess the crux of this deck is to bring this guy out and then have a beat stick on the field. And he doesn't really have an effect on the field. And by really, he simply doesn't have an effect on the field. So machine monsters can be used as link material. Okay. You can only use one of the following effects once per turn, only once a turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you can send one monster from your hand or field to the graveyard. That's nice. Then target one level 10 machine monster in your graveyard, special summon it and defense but negate its effects. Okay, this is nice because we have it twice in our hand and we don't want it in our hand. If there's a card in your graveyard, you can send one card from your hand to the field to the graveyard. Okay, this is actually an interesting monster to look at. So those are the link monsters. We have 3 different link monsters. We've seen this card before. So plus level 4 monsters, so it should be the same level, and that's actually what this, what's his name? Flying Pegasus Railroad does. So, if this card destroyed an opponent's monster. Wait, what does this card? What does it negate its effect? You can target one other face monster. You cannot declare attacks this turn except with XYZ monsters. Okay, so we cannot attack if that's the case. Unless we get an XYZ monster out. So it would be nice to get an XYZ monster out, but I also really like this double-headed I don't know what the here Anger Knuckle. Alright. Let's see. You can special summon if this card is destroyed by an opponent's monster by battle. Yeah. You can special summon from your extra deck one rank 10 or higher machine XYZ monster by using the face-up card you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon, transfer its material to the summoned monster. You can only use this effect of number 27 once per turn, yes. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can detach one material from this card instead. Okay, so we can get a rank 10 out if it dies. That's quite interesting. Because if you didn't know what you could do, and not in this case, but if your opponent had a monster with 2300 attack, then you could basically attack into it, then you can get your special summon, and you're still in the battle phase, so you can, with the special summon monster, you can attack again. So that's a possibility then. 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, then target one machine monster you control. This turn, it can attack your opponent directly. Also, other monsters cannot attack. This card in your position is destroyed by an opponent's card, battle card effect. And sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 4 machine monster. Okay, that's interesting, but I think this is 2 level 10 monsters. Oh, okay, that actually works because we have level 10 monsters. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster on the field. The target is unaffected by card effects, except until the end of this turn. Decent. Basically, its attack stats are basically good. This one, 2 level 10 monster, upstairs, detach one material from this card that inflicts 2000 damage to your opponent. Okay, so that seems interesting. I think we're just gonna go with this card and see if we can get some XYZ summons off. Okay, so here's our level 5 or higher. So we have Cleaford monsters, Cleaford, and another Cleaford, and a Cleaford carrier, and we have 2 level 10 monsters. So we actually have more. I thought this was the only level 10 machine earth monster, but luckily not. Let's see, if an earth machine monster is normal or special summon to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh, that's so nice. But its original attack can become halved. Okay. Decent. You can only use this effect of Heavy Freight once per turn. If this card is detached from an XYZ monster and sent to the graveyard to activate that monster's effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Ooh, that's really good. I would love if this card was able to special summon itself from the graveyard too. But okay. Cannot declare an attack unless you send 2 other cards you control to the graveyard. Wow. That is really really rough. You can only use each of these effects per turn, once per turn. If all monsters you control are earth monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, that is pretty good. During the end phase, if this card's in your graveyard because of the center of this turn, you can target one machine monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay, I guess it would be this monster then. Even though it has a really good, you want to draw this card actually, even though that effect's really good. Let's bring it out. Let's bring it out, and then we can use... Oh no, negate its effects. I completely forgot this. then we can still bring out the double-headed. Yes, this card, right? Didn't read wrong. During the main phase, you can send one monster from your hand to field to the graveyard, then target one level 10 monster special summon it in defense position, but negate its effects. Yes, let's bring out this monster. Right. Level 10 Earth monsters, that's what this deck is focused around, I can see. Yes, use its effects. We can send one card to the graveyard. We send a level 10 monster. Special summon, I think. Special summon this card, we can only use effect once per turn. If this card is attached, next XYZ monster sent to the graveyard. You can target one card for bonus. This is a really good XYZ, like you really want to go into XYZ monsters with this card. But this card's also really good. So I think, but it will be in defense by the way, so we cannot attack with it. That is a little bit annoying because this card will then likely die from this this monster. Is there anything else that we can do? Everyone special summon it in defense position. Oh, okay. The second card. Okay, hold up. We have a plan. We can actually special summon this card. Doesn't really matter which. No, we don't have to negate effects. This really bothers us more than the opponent. He has normal monsters anyway. We can activate this effect. Special summon one level 10 monster in the graveyard. Nope, we're not going to chain. It will be in defense as well. Alright, then we can actually go into XYZ summons. Because we have two level 10 monsters. This card's effects are negated. Is that because of this card? But negate effects, yes, indeed. Okay. So I hope it's XYZ material, it will have effects. Otherwise, I should have done it the other way around. Otherwise, I should have revived this card with the Link monster, but we'll see. We'll see honestly. Let's see. We can bring out this monster or this XYZ monster. Yeah, this monster just inflicts damage. That's good though. Don't get me wrong, but 3000, and this has more. This is higher attack stats. I think that's basically the reason that I'll go for this monster now. Phase of attack. Oh, we can bring it out anywhere. I thought we could only bring it out where the arrow was pointing, but I guess that only goes for Link monsters. So that's a part that I don't completely understand yet. But yeah, it's all recently new to me, decently new to me. We will activate this card's effect. Let's do that later, because then we can actually, hopefully, if this card has its effect still. I think it does. This card's attached from an XYZ monster to center to activate that monster's effect. You can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. So that's decently good. Let's actually do that first then. Let's detach this. Let's target one monster on the field which is unaffected by. Let's target itself. Negate. Activate yes, obviously. Or I'll destroy this card. Nope. Okay, he didn't activate it. That's cool. We can still. Oh, we have still two machine monsters, so we can go into the. Oh, we have the two level 11 monsters. What? Okay, this is something I don't understand. Why is this a level 11 monster? It isn't, right? Oh wait, it has maybe another. Monster can also XYZ summon this by using one rank 10. Ah, okay, that's material. Transfer its material to it. You can detach one material from this card, gains 2000 second defense. Oh, this is a really cool card. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can only declare an attack with this card. During each battle phase, this can attack up to monsters. Oh my god, I think this actually wins us a game. This might just win us a game. Then I shouldn't have detached the material, but. Oh no, that doesn't matter, honestly. Because it could only attack on monsters that amount. Oh no, wait, I completely forgot. So basically what we could do is, once we're doing it, detach one material, but now it only has two materials. Am I reading well? And it can make attack up onto monsters materials. It has +1, so okay, yeah, then we can activate its effect. Sorry it took so long. We can actually send this to the graveyard. Now it can make 2 attacks if that's correct. Okay, well, in that case, let's go to battle. It's a machine monster, right? Yeah, it will be able to attack. Nope, not activate. Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well, with a little bit of thinking, that actually got us through fairly smoothly. Obviously, you can imagine if you are familiar with this deck, then you will have done this in an instant. And yeah, the super draw, like those XYZ cards, which are level 10 and 11. They are actually incredibly famous. Okay, Clifford Monolith, a mobile weapon that governs life on a certain planet. Supposedly, if you can decipher the output of character strings from the system, you will become closer to uncovering the secrets of the planet. Okay, that sounds really interesting. As you remembered, we are going back to the profile to change our mate. I also actually just want to click on every mate, because if you click on them, they actually do something. This mate's really cool, actually. He plays rock, paper, scissors. Oh, he doesn't do it here, but he does it on the field, I guess. Edit, mate, it will be this. We also haven't used the car yet. We have used all of these, the top 5, we can use this, but we didn't use the car yet, so I guess we will try to fit that in somewhere as well. This doesn't really matter. Like, oh, this is Dynamists, no? Yeah, Dynamist reps. Yeah, let's do it. Dynamist looks cool. It's a pity that it's not silver like the Blue Eyes White Dragon is, but oh well. All right, so we have the Monolith, and with that, let's go back into the Gate of Colossal Mechanical Conch. Clifford Scout. Honestly, the Clifford archetype is really good. The battles that we played here with it, it's amazing. Blue Eyes White Dragon, let's see if you can do just as well, or it's difficult to do just as well, honestly, because we did really well with the other deck. We even had a skill drain ready for our opponent, to block our opponent, basically, if that was necessary. Okay, we start. Okay, that's interesting. If we start, though, I'd love a way to get Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard, but we don't have that right now. That's kind of a pity. What can we do? No, actually we can do something. Okay, so let's summon this card. Let's use its effect. And let's just get Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field. Send this to the graveyard. Let's get Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field with this effect. We don't have really another monster to get on the field, it doesn't really matter. Now that Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field, we can safely end the turn after having put True Light down. We can safely end the turn and special summon from our deck, and obviously we're going to do that. We cannot do anything on our opponent's field, otherwise we would special summon this Dragon Spirit of White. Or there's also another level 8 that we don't have in the deck. It's called Blue Eyes, something with Solid Dragon in its name. And it can actually negate target and negate monster's effects on the field for the remainder of the turn. So that's also an interesting thing to do sometimes, but yeah, in this case the opponent doesn't have anything, so we go for something that benefits ourselves, and that will be the Blue Eyes of this Dragon. Let's bring it in face-up attack position. Obviously we're going to activate its effects, and it will be the Ritual Spell and the Ritual Monster as well. Alright, perfect. Then we are going to the... Oh, we were already in the end phase, so let's see what our opponent has for us. He starts off really good with the Plot of Extravagance. Like I talked about before, that's an incredibly good staple, so we're obviously going to activate this card. We will set a Bingo Machine Go, I think, from our deck. Either that or the Trap card. I think the Trap card, honestly. Right. Turn change. Let's go. Draw face. Let's see what we draw. Alright, decent. Not incredibly good, but it's definitely something. Then I think what we could do... Yeah, we can only activate one per turn. Yeah, let's just Ritual Summon. Because that gets us a Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard, and we can potentially revive that. Send the Blue Eyes White Dragon to the graveyard. Face attack position. So yeah, the thing is that I'm mainly scared of these face down cards. And let's, I think, revive it. You can also get some cards to the hand with this Bingo Machine Go, but yeah, just to show you, like, let's. Oh wait, that was not a Bingo Machine Go. I completely forgot. All right, no worries. We targeted monster. We don't. Yeah, let's just change something. Doesn't really matter whether we do it now or later. All right, let's summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. I was kind of looking for a way to get this monster on the field, but unfortunately we won't be able to. Or we can normal summon it, obviously, but I don't think that's the way to do it. Actually, that might not even be a bad option. Yeah, honestly, that might not be a bad option because we can do quite a bit of damage with this card. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's tribute Abyss and let's tribute one of the blue eyes. Normal summon this card, and if it's normal summon, it also gets its effect. So let's eeny meeny miny mo this. Alright, I'm not sure what that card was. Spell trap card must activate by control your center card. Ah, okay, so that's he wasn't able to activate that. We still have quite some damage on the board. We have an effect here even, so we can actually give our monsters more attack. And I think that that should set us up well enough. Yeah, I hope so. Let's go. Bad phase. Attack. Alright, if that card is not anything, then we did just as well with the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck as with the previous deck that we were dealt, that we were given. Alright, nice. Victory! Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That went pretty well, honestly. Let's see what the reward is. We get Legacy Packings. Sure. Alright, let's get into the next one. Loner deck. If a Cleaport monster is placed on the Pendulum zone, only Cleaport monsters can be special summoned. However, a Formafall Trampo Lynx has the effect to special summon various monsters from the extra deck. So let's deal with the Formafall Trampo Lynx with priority. Okay, yeah, that's actually Formafall is a pretty good archetype. I think it's also a Pendulum archetype, but let's see. Metaphos Fusion. Okay. Our phone is starting, so he's adding a normal monster to hand. Oh, also Clifford. I'm sorry. Oh, defense. Polymerization. Interesting. Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Alright, we'll have a read what he actually brought on the field. He sent to the graveyard Odd Eyes Pendulum. Thank you for drawing a card for us. This card battles the bonus monster. Okay, this has no graveyard effect. Tribute this card also has no graveyard effect. Sure. Then this monster on the field has one Odd Eyes monster and one Pendulum monster. That's what you needed. When this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up attack position monster, return it to the hand. One opponent's face-up. Okay. Return it to the hand. When a spell trap or another monster's effect is activated, you can shuffle one Pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck. Okay, it doesn't have that. Negate the activation if you do destroy that card. So that's a pretty good thing, but he doesn't have any Pendulum monsters there. I don't think he can get any monsters there with in our turn. So you can normal summon once more. Okay. Metalfoes, so it's basically mixing two decks again. I told you already, I'm not a great fan of this because if these cards were just Clifford cards, then we would have been way better off in this situation. But yeah, let's see what we have. So we already are familiar with these Clifford cards. This is just the only original effect to this card, or which is different from the other Clifford monsters, is that if this card is distributed, you can target one spell trap on the field destroyed. This gives us another normal summon and makes it so that the normal summon of our Clifford monsters cannot be negated. Then we go into the Metalfoes card. Yeah, fusion. This is a fusion card. Fusion summon one Metalfoes fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If this card's in your graveyard, you can shuffle it into the deck. And then draw one card. So that's by the way the effect that actually got this card on the limited list or banned list or like something that has something to do with it. Basically, it should have been some archetype kind of thing, but yeah, you can imagine if you can somehow mail this card to the graveyard in any way. Basically, there are some cards that allow or ask you to discard a spell card or discard a random card, anything. But if this card's in the graveyard, you can shuffle it into the deck, draw one card. That doesn't matter which deck you're playing it in. This card will be decent for will be pretty good for that. So that's why this card's actually like I feel like Konami should really just watch their wording when they're giving these kind of effects because that makes these cards just go in every deck, even though it's a Metalfoes card. Yeah, but regardless, so in the format that I play in, we would only allow this card in a Metalfoes deck. So, all right, if a card we have a Metalfoes counter, normal trip. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon one Metalfoes monster from your deck. That's pretty good. During either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one face-up Metalfoes Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. Oh, so there's Pendulum monsters of Metalfoes. Okay, currently I do not really know what we can do. Like we can put this in a Pendulum scales, but that's not really useful. And we can also summon it, but it will get 1800 attack, so it's not really useful because this card will just kill us next turn. Yeah, this allows us one extra normal summon that won't help us either. So that's why, yeah, I don't think mixing these up, like, I feel these cards are pretty good as well. But if we had more, if all of these three cards were Metaphors cards, then we might have gotten out of Fusion. So yeah, I don't. Oh no, thanks. Misclick. Yeah, so I don't feel they mix well together. But oh well. Yeah, we'll try to. I don't know what we can do. We can just normal summon this monster, I guess. So we have at least a monster in the field, see what this face down monster is. We can place this down because with these cards we can eventually just get monsters on the field, and perhaps we can use this Metaphors Fusion for some interesting plays. Battle. Let's attack. 700 defense. Alright, cool, we killed it. Oh, now he has a face-up Pendulum monster, so he can negate an effect. When a spell, trap, or another monster effect is activated, you can shuffle one person from extra deck into the deck, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. That's really good, honestly. My phase 2, we don't have many things to do here, honestly. We can't put this face down in hopes that it might end up in the graveyard. Oh well. And draw phase. When this card's normal summon, you can target one card on either player's Pendulum summon, return it to the hand. Okay, why did he normal summon a 300 attack monster? Yeah, we can activate it, but he's likely gonna negate it. Cards you control destroy the battle or card effect, but I don't see any other place we can make any time. So like these cards that we have in our hand are pretty terrible. They're not, or at least in this situation, they're really not gonna help us win. So during either player's turn, except the card was sent. Okay, so we will basically activate it. I don't see a once per turn, a hard once per turn clause on this card, so we can just activate it. Even if he negates this, we will just get the other. We'll just activate the other and resolve it. So we'll negate it, sure, fine. Yeah, we will chain this to it, and then we will just activate this card. So we will bring out, yeah, resolve backwards. So first our card, it's not negated, so we can. Is there anything special? Special summon Metaphors monster from your deck. That's it. That's it, basically. Okay, cool. That's nice. Let's see. Metaphors, Spell Driver. This is a normal monster. It has a Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, set one Metaphor spell trap directly from your deck. Decent. This is also a normal monster. Has a Pendulum effect. Pendulum skills by 1 and 8. Ooh, so you'd like to have these two in your hand. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it. Yes, and if you do, set one. Okay, so it's basically the same effect. Then we have 3 more. Para Metaphors, interesting. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, yeah, you can add one face-up Metaphors Pendulum monster from extra deck to your hand. Okay, that's decent. But you cannot activate it or cards with its name to place it in the Pendulum zones for the rest of this turn, except by card effects. Okay. You can only use this effect once per turn. Sure. Okay, decent. Once per turn, you can target one. Okay, same Pendulum effect. While this card is in your hand, you can target 2 face-up cards you control, including a Metaphors card, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Decent, but that takes quite some time. Like resources at least. This card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphors card, that's basically itself as well. You can target one monster your opponent controls, or in their graveyard, banish it. Ooh, decent. You can only use once per turn. If a monster, the Pendulum effect, if a monster you control is destroyed by card effect, you can add one Metaphors card from your graveyard to your hand. Then there's this last card. Ooh, 8 Pendulum skills, but 0 and 0 stats. So I think this is actually one of the better monsters. Because it will be special summoned by a Metaphors card. And this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphors card. And the trap card is a Metaphors card, so that works pretty well. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add one Metaphors monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase of this turn. Okay, cool. You can only use this effect once per turn, and then it has a Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target one other fate. Okay, so that's also the same effect as many of the others. Yeah, we will 100% special summon this card, no doubt. Yes, that will negate this other effect, and this will activate, but it doesn't do anything. Then this card, yeah, and then in a new chain, because it's spell speed 1, it will actually activate. And we can obviously target this monster, banish it, and face Alright, this is actually a really powerful monster, especially with the trap card. Okay, we have a Metapose card. Target one other face-up card you control, destroy it. And if you do, set one Metapose trap directly from your deck. Okay, we have some fusions apparently, but I'm not sure if it is worth going into. But still, let's read it. Hey, Metapose. 2 Pendulum monsters. As cards link summon, you can add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, we've used this card before. This is a really good card. It's another Metapose. 2 Metapose monsters. If this card sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Target one Metapose monster you control. Equip it to this card against 1000 attack. Target one Metapose card you control. Destroy it. And if you do, special summon this card. Okay. Then we have the Cleavor Genius. We've read this before. Then we have... Oh, this is a half fusion, half pendulum monster? What? But how would you even get this in the pendulum zone? Let's see what the effect is. 1 Metapose monster plus 1 fusion monster. Okay. If this card special somebody from the extra deck, you can target 1 card your opponent controls. Shuffle 2 face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck, and if you do, destroy that card. That's not a good effect. Like, you need 2 monsters face-up in your extra deck. But you can only use the effect once per turn. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Ah, that's how it gets in the pendulum zone. Then it has a pendulum effect. If a face-up Metapose card you control destroyed by card effects, except you can target 1 face-up card on the field destroyed. Okay, decent. Then we have this card, full Metapose. 1 Metapose monster and 1 normal monster must be fusion summoned once per turn. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target 1 effect monster on the field. Yeah, equip that target to this card. It gains defense. This card gains defense equal to the combined. This is so combined original attack of all the monsters equipped to it by its effect. You can use monsters you control to this card you control as material for the fusion summon. Okay, that's I don't know. That's not so good. Okay, then we have this monster, 1 Metapose monster, 1 monsters with 25 per attack, so it's a normal monster. Fusions don't seem really good. Like, this card is way better on the field. That's what I feel like, at least. 1 Metapose monster, 1 Pendulum monster. You can target 2 Metapose cards in your graveyard and 1 card on the field. Shuffle the targets from your graveyard into the deck, and if you do, return the target on the field to the hand. Also, decent. This is mediocre, I guess. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this card sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon Metapose Pendulum monster from your graveyard. Yeah, or face of deck, extra deck. Okay, also, then we have 2 more, basically. So we have this. 2 Metapose monsters. If a Metapose monster you control effects, gives our monsters double piercing battle damage. Ooh, that's good. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field destroyed. So this is finally a good card. 2 Metapose monsters. I don't understand why you like the requirements are the same, so I don't understand why you would ever go into another of these monster cards. But oh well. And that's it. So plus 2 monsters with 3000 or less attack. So I feel this is the only Metapose fusion that's actually worth it. But not even right now. Like we don't want to fusion this card away because this card is pretty good. You can special summon it effect, then it has another effect when it's special summoned. And that's it. Basically now it's a normal monster on the field. It doesn't have an effect anymore, but still it's a pretty decent monster. We can P-scale this monster. I don't know how it works. You cannot special summon monsters except Klee monsters you cannot activate, cannot be negated. So basically we don't want to place this in the P-scale. But yeah, I'd say let's just summon this monster, right? Tribute without, yes, normal summon without tributing. Yes, we don't want to tribute our own monster. Oh, okay, yeah, the Pendulum monsters. Okay, yeah. Battle phase. Let's attack. And let's attack again. He only has 1 card, so I'm not sure if reading all the fusions was worth it, but maybe it's 2. Are we forgetting anything? We are not. This doesn't really have any benefit on the field for us, basically only during our turn, so it doesn't really have a benefit that is useful for us during our opponent's turn. So let's see what he's actually got for us. He goes to his end phase. Oh, poor guy. Oh man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can P-scale it. There's still the special summon thing, yeah. We can summon it, but we have to tribute the monster because it's tribute 2 monsters because it's a level 7 monster, so this is definitely not happening. Yeah, we will just see if we can kill him with this. Okay, if this is really it, okay, this is really it. Oh boy. Alright. Nice. Then we... Oh, let's first see what the reward is. We get an icon. Oh, Apocryphal Towers. I like this icon actually, it's a pretty cool one. An icon depicting the autonomous mobile weapon, part of a fleet that governs life on a certain planet. Its awe-inspiring power is a pillar of support for the planet's equilibrium. Nice. Pretty cool. Sorry for going back to the main menu that many times, but I'd actually love to equip this, or put this as our icon. Doesn't really matter during the game, so you won't notice it, but I kind of like the icon. Yeah, it fits better with our profile as well. I feel like the icon frame, this icon frame still fits the best. So that's just, is this really, and this is called icon frame number 2. Icon frame number 2, yeah, sure. Awesome names, guys. Okay, so we have that set. Nice, looks good. Let's go to the solo mode. Then we only have one battle left. This is basically the same battle, but then with our own Duel Dragon deck, and see what we can do actually. Let's go. We get 200 gems for completing this. Let's see. And as you have seen, like so far, we haven't had a really bad hand with our Blue-Eyes White Dragon deck. Okay, he's starting with Terraforming, adds a field spell to his hand. Ooh, okay, we haven't even seen that field spell because we didn't get so far in the last battle that we actually played. Otherwise Pendulum Dragon, I think. Permaflow, Skill Throw Bat. Okay, I guess let's just have him do his things. Oh, we have this, by the way. I completely forgot we have our book. Let's draw. It's another stage. That's a pity, but oh well, so be it. This book. The book doesn't do anything. No. Okay, it's a pity. Yeah, so he has this. Sure, he has this on the field. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one Performapal monster, or a Magician Pendulum monster, or Odd Ice monster from your deck to your hand. That's a pretty good effect. Okay, that looks pretty cool, honestly. I'd say let's activate Dragon Shrine. It's a pity that we cannot. Yeah, we can get a monster on the field. That's not a problem, but yeah, it's a little bit weird to use Sage for Sage. Is that possible even? When this card is normal summoned, you can add one level attack except itself. Yeah, discard this card, then target one effect monster controls. Okay, yeah, so that actually works. But first, we're gonna send Sage to the graveyard. By Dragon Shrine, we're gonna send Blue-Eyes White Dragon to the graveyard. And we're also gonna send the stone to the graveyard. We haven't done this before, and it's also definitely not a thing that you normally want to do, but we will normal summon this card. Add one level 1 Night Tuner to our hand. Then we will activate Sage's effect to send himself to the graveyard. Yes. And special summon a monster. I think it will be this monster. Yeah, sure. Basic attack. Activate, yes, sure. Add the ritual spell to our hand. And during the end phase we will also add the monster to our hand, but I think it's time for us to go to the battle phase. Unfortunately we cannot do anything with these cards in our hand. It's a little bit of a pity, but so be it. Battle phase, let's destroy his monster, hopefully. Alright, that worked. And let's go to the main phase 2. Put face down the True Light. We only have the stone, yes. And that will actually get us a summon in the end phase, so. Yeah, I think that's it, end phase. And we will indeed special summon. Oh wait, we will first use this effect, my bad. I was actually thinking, is this a once per turn effect? If this card special summon, you can add one ritual spell or polymerization from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn and only activate them while Blue-Eyes White Dragon is on the field. So yeah, you can only use them once per turn basically, and it's a hard once per turn, so we cannot special summon another Blue-Eyes Abyss Dragon next to it with the Stone's effect later. Add one monster to our hand. Yeah, it will just be this monster. And then we will special summon a Blue-Eyes monster from our deck. I think it will be Blue-Eyes White Dragon itself. Like if you had a spell trap, it would be really nice to have this monster on the field, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Blue-Eyes White Dragon, thank you for joining us. Welcome, man. My dragon. My dear dragon. Alright, he normal summons. If this card special summoned, target up to 2 cards you control, destroy them, and if you do add Performapal monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, except equal to the number of cards destroyed. You can only use this once per turn, sure. Polymerization from his hand, I guess. Gonna use some interesting monster effect. Pendulum. Oh, probably the same fusion. No, a different fusion. Alright. Can I be used as fusion material? Sure. Pardon me. I'm sorry. If this card was fusion summoned with polymerization, it is unaffected by other cards' effects. Okay, that's pretty cool. When this card declares an attack, all monsters you currently control gain 300 attack until the end of the battle phase. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. So this card's actually pretty difficult to beat by battle because it takes 3300 attack. But yeah, okay, he's gonna kill one of our monsters. Yeah, sure. Feel free to kill that monster. So be it. Two blue eyes in the graveyard, and we can either bring one of the blue eyes back. I think that's actually the way to go, because then like these battles are we could play it safe and actually add like one of the spell traps to our hand and just play it safe. But we could also go for full-on attacks and more attack power on the field, and that will be the thing that we will do, I guess. And let's see what we draw this turn. Draw phase. Mingo Machine go. Okay, decent, really decent. Yeah, I'd say let's just activate it. Nope, we're not gonna chain it. We will hopefully add Blue Eyes White Dragon to our hand, but we cannot guarantee that, so let's otherwise add this. Ritual maybe, another Blue Eyes, doesn't really matter honestly. Let's just hope that we can draw the Blue Eyes, and if not, then so be it. Nope, we don't. That's not so bad. Oh, I'm actually lucky that we didn't draw the Blue Eyes because we needed it for this ritual spell. I almost forgot. Yes, we're gonna special summon this. We're gonna send to the graveyard Blue Eyes White Dragon. And face up attack position. Alright, perfect. That actually allows us to beat over this monster. We also could just attack in our attack battle phase. We could just destroy our own monster, but it's not really necessary. Let's go to what effect do we have? Oh, add a monster hand. Ooh, okay, I almost forgot that. Yep, let's add it to our hand. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sorry for making so many plays actually. It's probably not necessary, but it's kind of cool as well to actually go out with our Blue Eyes White Dragon deck in style, because we can actually go like make plays uninterrupted here. Whereas in ranked duels, if you go higher, of course, higher in the let's go graveyard, yeah, higher in the leagues, then you will basically not be able to go resolve your things uninterrupted. Let's go to the battle phase. So I'm really curious if you have anything, Mr. Rainbow System. If not, then you might just be destroyed by Blue Eyes White Dragon here. Direct attack. Final blow. Whiplash. Rainbow System down for the count. Victory. Awesome. Awesome. I have to say these battles went pretty smoothly, honestly. We gained 200 gems. And we probably unlocked the secret pack. Or no, we didn't. Okay. I think we unlocked some secret packs the last times we played. But yeah, so that's basically almost all of them complete. We only have one more left, and ooh, okay, I should not have clicked on it. We will click on that the next episode, and I hope you are excited for it, just as I am. I hope to see you the next episode. Alright, peace out.